Decided that it's a lot easier to do these story times when Teddy is relaxed and willing to sit for a while. So this is one of those days. Again, sorry, Teddy, you had something in your ear. Oh no, did I ruin it? No, he's fine. So we're gonna read another book today. It's called Better Nate Than Ever, and it's by Tim Federle. It's one of my favorite books. That's for like a middle grade, but it's also enjoyable for anyone. So we'll start there. I'm not going to tell you anything about it. Some backstory. I'd rather not start with any backstory. I'm too busy for that right now. Planning the escape, stealing my older brother's fake ID, he's lying about his height, by the way, and strategizing high-protein snacks for an overnight voyage to the single most dangerous city on Earth. So, no backstory yet. Just fill in the pieces. For instance, if I neglect to tell you that I'm 4'8", feel free to picture me a few inches taller. If I also neglect to tell you that all the other boys in my grade are 5'4", and that James Madison, his actual name, is 5'9" and doesn't even have to mow the lawn for his allowance, you might as well just pretend I'm 5'9" too. 5'9" with broad, slam-dunking hands and a girlfriend in high school and a clear, unblemished face. Pretend I look like that, like James Madison. I do, except exactly the opposite and plus a little worse. By the way, despite our tremendous height gap, he and I weigh the same. The school nurse told me that once. James Madison was just in before you, she said, grinning like her news was a Christmas puppy. And he weighed exactly the same. This is the one attribute at which I'm not below average. Body heft. Oh, and I already knew that James Madison was in the nurse's office before me that day because we'd just passed in the door frame and he licked the Ritalin crumbs from his lips and lunged at me to make me scream a little. I screamed a little. Luckily, I picked a good key and turned the shriek into a melody, walking into the nurse's office humming a tune. Life hasn't always been easy. My first word was mama, and then the other babies are teasing me. But at least I'm singing my way through 8th grade, pretending my whole existence is underscored. There's your backstory. I was always singing. Not that there's any evidence, my parents weren't very good about documenting my childhood. My older brother got all the video footage, including his first 7 poops. By the time I was born, disturbing the tranquility of Anthony's remarkable career as a 3-year-old wonder jock, the video cameras were fully trained on his every sprint, gasp, dive, and volley. Those are sports terms, reportedly. So I always sang, not that there's any proof of it. No high-res shots of little Nate Foster scurrying around the Christmas tree, belting Santa Baby and clarion silver soprano. That's just my imagination of my voice. Again, nobody ever recorded it. But I'm getting off track. You're distracting me, and there is a lot to do. No pressure, but if you pull this off, you're going to be my hero forever. This is Libby, my best friend for as long as I can remember. 2 years and 3 months specifically, but I hate when stories are hammered by math. Libby's standing in my backyard tonight, lit only by the moon, although it might actually be my neighbor's motion-activated floodlight. Bark, bark! That's the neighbor's dog. Yes, she definitely being lit by their floodlight. Okay, Teddy's away. That's all you'll get for now. So that's Better Nate Than Ever, and it's available on Overdrive right now, and you should check it out. One of my favorite books.